Something massive is happening beneath the surface of everyday life. It is quiet, slow, and invisible to most people. But it is reshaping the future of entire nations. Water is disappearing. Not temporarily. Not seasonally. But structurally. Across the world, rivers are shrinking faster than expected. Reservoirs are reaching historic lows. Underground aquifers are being drained faster than they can recover. The balance that sustained modern life is breaking. Scientists call this a megadrought. But the word does not capture the true danger. This is not just less rain. This is the slow failure of water systems civilization depends on. A megadrought does not arrive suddenly. It creeps forward year by year. By the time people notice, options are already limited. And reversing it can take decades. Most people still think drought means inconvenience. Brown lawns. Shorter showers. Higher water bills. They do not understand what comes next. The real threat is not dryness. The real threat is system failure. Water infrastructure was never designed for long-term scarcity. It assumes stability that no longer exists. Cities do not store years of water. They depend on constant flow. Food production depends on predictable access. Energy systems rely on massive amounts of water daily. Remove water from the equation. Everything else begins to fail in sequence. Power, food, sanitation, and health all follow. This is how civilizations collapse quietly. History shows this pattern again and again. Not through sudden destruction, but through slow resource failure. Water is always the first domino. Ancient civilizations understood this truth. They rose where water was secure. They fell when water disappeared. Modern society believes it is different. But technology does not create water. It only moves it. And when there is less to move, technology fails. Pipes do not refill reservoirs. What makes today more dangerous is scale. Millions live concentrated in massive cities. Few people have direct access to water sources. Almost everyone depends on centralized systems. Centralized systems are efficient but fragile. They work perfectly until they break. And when they break for everyone at once. There is no personal backup. Most households have zero water resilience. No storage. No independent access. No long-term plan. The assumption is simple. Water will always be there. That assumption is becoming dangerous. Governments know the risks. They see the data. They read the reports. But their responses are always delayed. Governments do not prevent crises. They manage them after they begin. By the time restrictions are announced, damage is already done. Preparation is no longer possible for most. Water rationing is always the first response. Limits on usage. Restrictions on access. Penalties for excess consumption. But rationing does not create water. It only controls scarcity. And scarcity creates panic. Panic spreads faster than drought. When people realize water is limited, behavior changes instantly. Trust disappears. Cooperation collapses. Fear takes over decision-making. History proves this pattern repeatedly. Shortages do not unite populations. They divide them. Those with access survive. Those without access wait for help. Help that often arrives too late. Or not at all. This is the uncomfortable truth. Modern water infrastructure was built decades ago. It was designed for smaller populations. For predictable climate patterns. For a world that no longer exists. Maintenance is expensive. Upgrades are slow. And political systems move cautiously. Nature does not wait. A megadrought does not negotiate. It does not pause for elections. It does not care about budgets. It simply continues. The longer the drought lasts, the fewer options remain. Emergency measures become permanent restrictions. Temporary shortages become normal life. People adapt downward. At first, the changes are subtle. Less pressure in the pipes. Restrictions on outdoor use. Quiet warnings from officials. Then the tone shifts. Language becomes urgent. Deadlines appear. Compliance becomes mandatory. And finally, access itself becomes uncertain. Certain hours only. Certain days only. Certain areas prioritized over others. This is not speculation. It has already happened before. It is happening now in parts of the world. And it spreads faster than expected. Most people assume governments will protect them. They believe systems will adapt in time. They trust that solutions will arrive when needed. This belief is understandable. But it is also dangerous. Because centralized systems cannot scale instantly. And nature does not provide grace periods. Water loss compounds every year. The uncomfortable reality is simple. When water becomes scarce, responsibility shifts to individuals. Those who prepared early have options. Those who did not, wait. Preparation is not panic. Preparation is foresight. It is acknowledging reality before crisis forces action. Ancient civilizations understood this. They did not rely on hope. They relied on storage. They relied on redundancy. They relied on independence. This wisdom has not disappeared. It has simply been ignored. Modern life created the illusion of permanence. Nature is now correcting that illusion. The question is no longer whether water stress will increase. The question is who will be ready when it does. Because readiness determines survival. And water determines everything. Humanity has faced water collapse before. This is not a new threat. It is a forgotten lesson. And history preserves it clearly. Ancient civilizations rose where water was controlled. They fell where water was ignored. Every great collapse shares this pattern. Water failure always comes first. When rivers dried, cities emptied. When wells failed, trade stopped. When crops withered, order collapsed. Water dictated survival. Ancient leaders understood this truth deeply. They did not trust abundance to last forever. They planned for scarcity during times of plenty. This mindset saved lives. One ancient account stands out above all others. Not because it is symbolic, but because it is practical and painfully relevant today. Long before modern science, a warning was given. Years of abundance would be followed by years of famine. The message was clear and urgent. Prepare while there is time. The famine was not sudden. It was slow and relentless. Exactly like megadroughts behave today. Those who ignored the warning suffered. But those who prepared survived. Not through panic. Not through force. But through foresight. Joseph did not wait for crisis to act. He stored resources early. He secured supply before scarcity arrived. Preparation created stability. When famine spread across the land, chaos followed elsewhere. But where preparation existed, order remained. People came seeking help. Water and food became power. This was not luck. It was strategy. A recognition that abundance is temporary. And scarcity always follows complacency. Joseph understood something modern society forgets. Central systems fail under pressure. Local independence creates resilience. Control begins with preparation. He did not assume rulers would save everyone. He acted before desperation arrived. This is the difference between survival and collapse. Timing matters more than resources. Today, we face a similar moment. Not a sudden disaster, but a slow tightening. A narrowing of options. The warning signs are already visible. Lower water tables. Strained reservoirs. Rising competition for access. Yet most people continue as normal. They assume tomorrow will resemble today. They trust systems built for the past. This trust is misplaced. Ancient wisdom was never about fear. It was about realism. Understanding cycles. Preparing for inevitability. Civilizations that survived planned ahead. Those that collapsed reacted too late. The pattern is consistent and unforgiving. Modern society prides itself on technology. But technology cannot create water. It can only redistribute what exists. And redistribution fails under scarcity. Pipes do not generate supply. Pumps do not refill aquifers. Infrastructure only works when resources exist. Without water, systems shut down. The modern world replaced local control with convenience. Water arrives invisibly. Waste disappears instantly. This disconnect hides risk. Most people do not know where their water comes from. They do not know how long reserves last. They do not know backup options. They trust the tap blindly. Ancient people respected water. They knew its value intimately. They protected sources carefully. They planned around it. Today, water is taken for granted. Until it is restricted. Until it is rationed. Until it disappears. Scarcity changes behavior rapidly. Calm turns to anxiety. Patience turns to fear. Fear turns to conflict. Those who prepared remain calm. Those who did not feel trapped. This psychological divide shapes outcomes. Prepared minds survive pressure. Survival is not only physical. It is mental. Panic destroys decision-making. Clarity preserves life. Ancient leaders prepared populations psychologically. They communicated early. They acted decisively. They reduced uncertainty. Modern leadership often delays uncomfortable truths. They soften warnings. They avoid panic at all costs. But delay increases chaos. By the time truth is unavoidable, systems are overwhelmed. Emergency measures replace preparation. Control replaces cooperation. Freedom narrows quickly. Those who act early avoid this trap. They remove dependence. They create options. They preserve autonomy. Water independence is not isolation. It is resilience. It is the ability to remain calm under pressure. It is freedom from panic. The ancient lesson is simple. Preparation must happen before crisis. Afterward, options disappear. Time is the real resource. Most people wait for confirmation. They want certainty before acting. But certainty only arrives after damage occurs. Preparation requires trust in patterns. The Megadrought follows known patterns. Long duration. Slow recovery. Compounding impact. Those patterns mirror ancient famines exactly. Different technology. Same outcome. Same human response. The lesson is not religious. It is practical. It transcends belief systems. It is about survival. When water becomes scarce, value systems shift. Money loses priority. Comfort loses meaning. Access becomes everything. Those with secure access help others. Those without depend on hope. Hope is not a strategy. Preparation is. Ancient wisdom survives because it works. It is preserved because it saved lives. Ignoring it repeats history's failures. Learning from it prevents collapse. We are once again at a crossroads. Abundance still exists. But warning signs are clear. The window for action is narrowing. The choice is not between fear and denial. The choice is between preparation and dependence. Between calm and panic. Between control and vulnerability. The ancient solution was not complex. It was deliberate. It was early. And it was effective. Modern solutions exist that follow the same principle. They are not miracles. They are systems. They restore independence. The question is not whether scarcity will arrive. The question is whether preparation will arrive first. History rewards those who act early and punishes those who wait. Modern society is fragile despite its appearance. Water flows freely, and most assume it always will. This assumption is increasingly dangerous. Infrastructure cannot create water. It only delivers what exists. When supply diminishes, access disappears. The Megadrought is already testing systems worldwide. Reservoirs are dropping to historic lows. Cities struggle to maintain supply. Communities face uncertainty. Some regions will face severe restrictions soon. Others may lose access entirely. Those who wait will be forced to react. Those who plan will have options. Preparation is the key to survival. It does not guarantee abundance. It guarantees choice. And choice is power in scarcity. History shows that independent systems always survive first. Those who store water before shortages maintain calm. Those who depend solely on centralized supply panic. Panic erodes decision-making. Mental clarity is part of survival. Fear destroys even well-prepared resources. The calm survive because they act deliberately. Preparation includes both body and mind. There is hope if action is taken now. Modern tools allow families to secure water independently. Redundant systems reduce dependency on failing infrastructure. This restores autonomy and reduces risk. One practical system follows ancient principles. It is simple, reliable, and designed for long-term resilience. It provides clean, safe water even when municipal supply fails. It is known as Joseph's Well. Joseph's Well is not a miracle. It is a system. It stores water securely. It delivers access when others depend on rationing. The system reflects ancient wisdom. Just as Joseph prepared for famine centuries ago, modern households can prepare for scarcity today. Timing and foresight determine survival. Families who implement this system gain control. They do not panic during shortages. They have options where others do not. Autonomy creates calm. Joseph's Well is compact but scalable. It fits in homes, farms, and remote locations. It requires no external permission. It is independent from municipal supply. The system can store water for long periods. It maintains cleanliness and safety. It allows gradual use without waste. It prevents emergency desperation. Prepared households avoid the psychological collapse others face. They can focus on problem solving. They can help neighbors safely. They maintain dignity in crisis. The Megadrought will not wait for governments. It will not pause for elections. It will continue regardless of readiness. Those who act first survive best. Preparation does not require panic buying. It requires understanding and deliberate action. Even small steps now create long-term security. Every stored gallon increases options. Psychological resilience grows alongside physical preparation. Confidence reduces fear. Clarity guides decisions. Calm creates leadership in crisis. The world is increasingly unpredictable. Water scarcity is only one part of the challenge. Other systems may fail in sequence. Preparedness compounds across all areas. The ancient lesson is universal. Foresight saves lives. Planning prevents panic. Redundancy is essential. Joseph's well provides redundancy. It allows families to be self-reliant. It frees them from immediate dependence on fragile systems. It mirrors what successful societies have always done. The choice is clear. Wait for crisis and hope help arrives. Or act now and secure autonomy. Preparation is the ultimate advantage. History rewards foresight. It punishes complacency. The same pattern repeats across centuries. Water remains the most critical survival resource. Every household can take meaningful steps. Even modest preparation makes a difference. It reduces fear. It preserves health and decision-making. Joseph's well is a modern manifestation of timeless wisdom. It is practical. It is reliable. It is simple to implement. The system operates quietly. It does not require approval. It does not depend on politics. It functions regardless of circumstances. Families using this system avoid the desperation of scarcity. They maintain access to clean water. They retain freedom of choice. They preserve calm when others panic. The psychological impact is profound. Knowing water is secured reduces stress. It increases confidence. It supports rational thinking. Those who wait for crisis will face difficult choices. Limited access, long lines, and rationing become reality. Panic spreads faster than shortages. Opportunity disappears quickly. Prepared families gain more than water. They gain time. They gain independence. They gain clarity in chaos. The Megadrought is a challenge to modern civilization. But it is also an opportunity. To act early. To regain control. Joseph's well aligns with this opportunity. It translates ancient wisdom into modern practice. It allows preparation before crisis strikes. It empowers households quietly and reliably. This is not about fear-mongering. It is about realism. It is about responding to observable patterns. It is about taking responsibility for survival. Every moment counts. The longer one waits, the fewer options remain. Preparation compounds over time. Delay increases vulnerability. Water is life. Control over water is autonomy. Autonomy is security. Security is calm. The choice is now. Act before scarcity forces dependence. Implement practical systems. Reduce risk, maintain freedom, survive intelligently. Joseph's well is one actionable step. It does not promise miracles. It promises reliability. It provides independence. Families who adopt this system gain clarity. They can navigate scarcity strategically. They remain calm. They preserve their options. History proves those who prepare survive first. Those who delay face uncertainty. Those who act deliberately avoid panic. Those who follow ancient wisdom endure. The world will continue its course. Droughts, shortages, and scarcity will persist. Prepared households will maintain resilience. Unprepared households will scramble. Acting early is not alarmist. It is strategic. It is deliberate. It is survival intelligence. Joseph's well is the modern tool to apply this intelligence. It is a system for households. It is practical. It is grounded in proven principles. Those who choose preparation today control tomorrow. Those who wait surrender to circumstance. The difference is measurable. The outcome is clear. Do not rely solely on external systems. Plan. Implement. Secure autonomy. Water is the first domino in survival. Prepare for its scarcity. Act before crisis. Preserve calm. Ancient wisdom is not obsolete. It is a blueprint. Modern tools make it achievable. Joseph's well translates knowledge into action. Time is finite. Opportunities shrink with delay. Action compounds advantages. Delay compounds risk. The choice is yours. Secure water independently. Protect your household. Preserve calm, clarity, and autonomy. The megadrought will continue. Governments may respond slowly. Chaos will follow. Prepared families endure. History favors those who act deliberately. Those who understand the patterns. Those who apply wisdom practically. Those who secure autonomy. Joseph's well is a step in that direction. It is simple, reliable, and actionable. It allows independence in scarcity. It preserves calm and control. Survival begins with foresight. Action transforms vulnerability into security. Preparedness transforms fear into clarity. Choice is created before crisis strikes. Water is life. Independence is survival. Preparation is wisdom. Calm is victory.